Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the Guild Wars 1 Let's Play. I want to thank you all for coming out. I want to thank all of you recently. The channel's been growing and we've been getting a lot more views on these videos, so I appreciate you all enjoying them, and I hope you'll stick around even after I finish this very long running series, as we still have, at the very least, Factions Nightfall, Eye of the North, and then Winds of Change to do. So the other two, War and Kryta and Hearts of the North. Hearts of the North might even be like a single episode or like 2 episodes at most. It's very short, but War and Kryta is actually very broken up, and it's kind of annoying to get some of the stuff to trigger. So I'm gonna try to do it, but we're gonna do our best and see what happens. Also recently I bought the Elder Scrolls Online. It was on sale for like $5, so I picked it up. You might play through that a little bit and do kind of a first impressions if anybody is interested. And then there's also Throne and Liberty coming out in a couple months here. That's another game we're looking to check out by NCSoft, the publishers of Guild Wars from way back in the day. But anyway, enough about that. Let's get back into the Let's Play. I appreciate y'all though. Mwah. The Versat have taken Thunderhead Keep. Jalus ordered my scouts Korg and Onar ahead and will learn what they can and find what those ancient texts called the Seer. It is said that he could fashion a set of armor capable of protecting one against Mersat magic. So Mersat are those unseen gods, which we needed to get ascended to see. Which is a little weird that the dwarfs A, know who they are, and B, can see them. Because the only way we can see them is because we've ascended, but the dwarfs can just see them? A little weird here. Most like a tale told over the flagon ale, but in these times, who knows? I expect a report by now. If something you guys hold them up, I feel better if you warn them. Also, let's see what I can do. So yeah, we're gonna go find these scouts and see what's up. Which one is a healer? Okay, there we go. Reorder our party. My OCD. But this quest is weird because this is the next primary quest, but it's not listed as a primary quest. It's listed as a secondary quest. This was actually confusing me earlier today when I was doing my prep for the episode. I was trying to find the next main quest, and I went on the wiki. It said this was the next main quest, but it's not listed as a primary quest. So that's a little weird. I think, to my knowledge, this is the only quest in the entire game that's like this. So it's a little interesting. Stone summit down. So like, if you were a new player, you might even have trouble finding this quest. So for all you know, it doesn't exist. Oh, also interestingly, these are not the standard enemies that spawn out here. As we saw in the last episode, normally there's like Tengu out here, but now there's these Stone Summit for this quest. So we still got that going on as well. That's side plot. The dwarven civil war still's going on as we're trying to save our friends from the White Mantle, which is our immediate objective right now. Oi, Bronzebeard sent ya. Too cold out here in the woods for that lazy man. He used to be a ranger like the rest of us. Jalus gives him a title and he thinks it's his right to sit by the fire and enjoy a pint. Have you found anything? Nope, King Jalus sent me to find the seer. The old stories say that he could fashion magic artifacts from those Mersat. I hope they are true, even though the Stone Summit have driven. From the mines we send Raw Neck to scout the ice caves of Sario. Knowing him, he's been caught by now. You have a lot of faith in your friend, don't you? So let's go towards this Ice Caves of Sorrow. Yeah, there used to be ice imps here. Now there's Stone Summit. The seer is interesting. We'll talk about it more probably next episode. We're actually doing a mission with the seer in it. But this is kind of weird, this seer that just comes out of nowhere. I swear this is the next quest in the story. Like, I'm not cutting anything out. No, we did not tell the dwarves about the Mersat, which we just learned the names of. Actually, I'm not even sure Glint tells us the name Mersat in the quest, in like the voice lines. So I'm not sure how exactly we find it out. I guess we must figure it out from the dwarves, who must already know somehow. That's a little weird. But no, this seer that we now apparently need to find to help infuse our armor. Did we know up until this point that we needed to get our armor magically enhanced to help us fight? No. We're supposed to be saving our friends. I thought that was the story. Now we're looking for some seer? Yeah, it gets a little... I feel like there's a quest missing here. Hello there. We've had enough activity as of late with all the Stone Summit being driven from their mines. Ronak sent us out here before us. You should be in the ice caves now. What can I do for you? Quark ventured to Seer, eh? I've heard the stories, but I don't believe them. Truth be told, more importantly, the Shining Blade's leader, Avinia, has been captured by the White Mantle. We're working with them to free her. Whoever would have thought that Deldror would ally with the Crichton rebels. Strange day indeed. Blade Scout Shelby's up ahead. She'll have a report for you. Okay. We are saving our friends. Good, good. Ice Caves of Sorrow. Let's go on in. I'm not sure. This might be the next mission. Which means it's a mission we will be doing next. Yes, this is a mission. Okay. So I guess we will be talking about that seer now, because this is where that seer is. Also, I swear, back in the day, they used to not change her. They've done some updates. I swear I'm not crazy. They have done some updates. She used to just have the standard Shining Blade armor, but she actually has, like, more armor and a fur cloak. I swear to you they did updates. I'm not crazy. They've updated some of the NPCs, I swear. I'm not crazy. Welcome, hero. Sent by the king himself, no less. I guess so. Here's the compensation for your journey. We're too few to march against the unseen masters of the White Mantle. The dwarves insist on finding some ancient spellcaster they claim as a steer. I appreciate their help, but the fear is it's a fool's errand. If anyone would help us more than some old man is dusty spells. Ice Caves of Sorrow indeed. Okay. Well, let's read the mission. The area surrounding this dwarven city is dotted with numerous icy caverns that, when the wind whips through them, make mournful sounds remnants of a crying woman. Waterways frozen solid year-round wind through the land here, but the resourceful dwarves found a way to navigate them, building large ships that skate atop the ice. That's pretty cool. Can we see one of those ships? I think the mission actually takes place down there, so this is, yeah, that's where we'll be heading. Going through that way, I believe. Is there anything over here? I don't think I've ever been over here. No, just some shots of the mountain and, like, I guess theoretically where we go through to start the mission. Well, I guess let's start the mission then. Yeah, here's that gate I was literally just walking to. There's a black bear over there if we were a ranger and we want a new pet. Alright. Let's try to figure out where we're going. Okay, here's the Stone Summit. Here's, like, the thing for this mission, or at least for the beginning of this mission, is that there are actually cannons around here that are firing. And yeah, you need to make sure you're not in the blast zone. So, like, I'm gonna flag my heroes over here so they're not sitting back there trying to heal themselves. Or they get blasted by the cannons. So it looks like a Stone Summit have set up here, because of course they have. They say that they've been driven out of some mines. I believe that is the Sorrow's Furnace, which is kind of like a post game for Prophecies. It was like a quest line that they added for Prophecies that you could do. We might actually do those. I think we are going to do the post-game for Prophecies. I don't think I've ever done them, but I might pull up another character and do it on them, just so I have it done on a character I maybe care a bit more about, for lack of a better term. Actually, we might be swapping next episode. I'll have to see if I've actually finished the game on that character. Because if we ever end up doing our Guam, that'll be the character that does it, so I'll have a reason to finish up all this junk on it. No. We'll just, if I end up doing that post-game stuff, we'll do it on that character. But yeah, the Sorrow's Furnace was like the first endgame section, and you can destroy the catapult by killing the engineers who are on the... Guys. Attack him. Thank you. So that destroys the catapult, and then now that area will stop being bombed, but we need to go to the next one to get to, like, you know, keep going. And this is like the intended way you kind of do this mission, is you kind of wrap around and slowly kill off these, things. And then of course there's the way most people do that, which is just Leroying across through the explosions and just praying your whole team doesn't get wiped. Just rezzing and keep on going. That's how we normally did it. Because subtlety is for schmucks. But anyway, the Sorrow's Furnace ends up becoming a mission in a dungeon in Guild Wars 2, which eventually we will visit, because I am planning on doing a series where I play through a lot of the dungeons of Guild Wars 2. Yeah, so we killed that, so we should be able to go back now and go through without getting blown up, unless there's another one that we needed to break. There might be another one we needed to break. Wait. Alright, let's go. Run fast, run fast, run fast. Go fast, fast! Uh-oh. What are you doing? I swear some of the heroes have gotten stupider. We don't have a res. So we have to restart this mission. Okay, this is interesting. This is the first time we've ever failed a mission. It's because the stupid heroes wouldn't flag correctly. I love dying. I swear they made these people stupider. They used to be so much better. They weren't slowed, but they would literally just stop in the middle of the cannons and go, what's going on here? This is pretty cool, but like, whatever. Whatever. Not interested. Uh-oh. Here we go, the Mersat. Here are these guys that the dwarves spoke about. So these are the unseen gods of the White Mantle, the flying people. And they're using a skill called Spectral Agony there. And what that's essentially like a damage over time skill. It's a PvE only skill. It does an absolute metric ton of damage to you. Like, a lot. Thankfully, heroes actually come with something called Infusion on their armor, and Infusion is what prevents that skill from basically one-shotting you. Like, without it, it's something like, I don't know, it does like 80 or 90 damage a tick, and it does heavy degen, but with it, it only really does the degen. But thankfully, heroes have that armor by default, so the heroes were the ones getting targeted there, so I wasn't getting clapped. Alright. 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 So yeah, you saw the first fail. So that's basically what happens if you get here in an area and you don't have reses. You basically just have to restart the entire thing. Thankfully, we weren't super far in. But hopefully, the stupid mission heroes will work this time. And actually go where I'm telling them to go. Instead of standing in the explosion and going, damn, this looks tasty. Nom 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 nom. Alright, let's go back here and try to actually disable these again and see if it works this time. Because last time, it didn't actually work disabling them. But yeah, that's another series I plan at some time, is I want to go through the dungeons of Guild Wars 2. Like, kind of just, there's not a lot of things about them on the internet. There's a couple, like, story playthroughs, but my goal would be to go through and show how, like, people actually used to do them when they were the active endgame. Because it was a very unique, like, style of gameplay. I think it should be preserved, and really all that's left is a couple record runs out there and not really much else. So that's something I want to do at some point. Whenever I get some friends who want to do it. Alright, let's see if we have to interact with the firing lever. Let's see if that's what we messed up. I think that's it. Okay, so I think if you interact with the firing lever, it looks like it stops it from going. So I guess that's what we have to do here, is go down here and interact with this firing lever. That's what we messed up last time. Because apparently the catapults can be fired from beyond the grave. Even though in the past, the catapults have just died whenever you kill the dude, but whatever. Also, this catapult is firing, like, sideways, because this is the catapult for there, I believe, and it fires from here. Wait, does... Oh, this is for something else. Okay. Yeah, so we blew up some explosives, we caused a Doliac stampede. That's right, I forgot about this. And I believe this... Yeah, this destroys all the catapults in the way, so we can get through... Okay, this is what we were supposed to do. We were supposed to use that catapult to break open the Doliac pen so they would stampede and turn off the cannons. Of course, that makes so much sense. Oh, man. So freaking silly. You know what the craziest thing is? We're gonna have to come back and do this mission a couple times. I'm trying to remember where we're supposed to go. Let's just kill this pack. I think we're supposed to go this way. We're gonna have to come back and do this mission a couple times because that infusion for your armor, A, it's kind of important, but B, you actually have to do it per armor set. It doesn't transfer between armor sets, so that means I'm going to have to come back here on the main on that other character, get its armor infused so I could do that other end game. And then if I ever change armors on this character, or I do eventually plan to get one of the elite sets on this character from Prophecies, and whenever I do that, I'll have to come back here and reinfuse that. But maybe we'll do that as like a post-Prophecies thing. I'll wear that going into the next campaign. So pick up an explosive barrel. This is a mechanic we used way back in the original Shiver Peaks. But we pick this up, we bring it over to the gate, drop it down, and this should blow open the gate for us. Yep. So now we have to save Avinia from her cell. That's the healer. Weirdly enough, now that I'm looking at, the White Mantle are a lower level than a lot of the other mobs we've been fighting. A lot of the mobs in the Shiver Peaks are that, like, 24 level range. And these White Mantles seem to be lower, so I wonder if that implies that the game doesn't think you'd be max level by now already. That's kind of interesting. I just noticed that. Because like the Tengu we were fighting in the previous episode and stuff were like level 24, I believe, somewhere in that range. Alright, I think we're going this way. And again, do that spectral agony thing. Also, henchmen don't have infusion until you get infused, I believe. So, normally, this group of Mersats would basically be a 100% death sentence to your team. And so would be like hitting most groups of Mersat if you're actually playing this, like without heroes and stuff. Because no one in your team would be infused. So basically, whoever gets that hex is dying. And you can't remove the hex with hex removal, I believe, either. So pretty rough. So we're going to kind of treat it like they would kill us and try to play around them because it's more authentic to the experience. I could have done this mission with henchmen to simulate it, but I also like myself and enjoy my sanity. And to say this game is fun with henchmen would be a lie. Because if you ever play this yourself or come back and play this, get heroes. Trust me. Even though they could be stupid at times, they are a million times better to try to use the henchmen to do stuff. The henchmen are just so mid by comparison. Okay, so we need to go to a dwarven keg station now and break them open. Also, who's so slow? Ogden, why are you so slow? Ooh, look at that damage. Oh my gosh, that damage was beautiful. Alright, let's go blow our friends out. Man, let's break them out of this joint, see? Guess who? Oh, great.
We are caught. Take Evenia to the east. The Deldrimor dwarves use the frozen lakes and rivers there for transport. If you're lucky, you'll find one of their ice ships. I'll hold off the Mersat as long as I can. Take my bow. I won't be needing it where I'm going. To the end of us all! Let's go. Quickly! Don't let Sadra's sacrifice be wasted.
We knew her for like 5 minutes. Man, that was fast. They already killed her, and we need another keg to open the station. Her death was so pointless. Not only do they not keep pathing towards you, they're like, oh, come on. A lot of people we just like to meet, and then they just like to sacrifice themselves. I'm starting to think people just don't like being around us. That's kind of a trope at this campaign. It happens a couple times. I think in the other campaigns, they're pretty good about it. Like, at some point, it's like, if you're killing off a lot of people who have relations to your main character, it's like kind of less interesting, because then there's less story threads to continue. And not only are we already on this insane globe-trotting adventure, 90% of the time, but on top of that, she keep dying. On top of that, people keep dying that we know, so we don't even form any connection to them. So it's like, oh, okay, they sacrificed themselves. Who were they exactly? Hey, here's that shield I was talking about in the last episode, the Summit Warlord shield. See if it has good mods on it. Nope. Alright, let's keep going. I could have sworn we got to infuse our armor in this mission. We might have missed something. I'm starting to think we might have missed something. The Stone Summit... So these Stone Summit are fighting the White Mantle for some reason. Which is weird, because normally they're on the same side. I wonder if they're supposed to be fighting each other. Let me look this up. Oh, also, right, so infusion is also the term that they use in Guild Wars 2 for the Fractals of the Mist gain the Agony resistance, and Agony is a reference to Spectral Agony from Guild Wars 1, which was the skill that basically required you to get infusion. Oh, okay, we do not get infused in this mission. Okay, I thought so. But I just double checked. Let's get, hopefully, to this ship and escape. Escape! We must escape. Oh, great. Keep running, keep running, keep running, keep running, keep running, keep running, keep running. I don't think there's any way to get down to these guys, so I think you actually just have to run through them. We're gonna wait here, though. We're gonna wait on this bridge, because I'm not fighting them in the explosion. Die, you Doliac riding bastard. Alright, let's wait for him to shoot and then we'll run past. Alright, go! Go, 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 go. Don't get hit, don't get hit, don't get hit. Ah! Alright, good. Oh, here's some dwarves fighting some Stone Summit friends. No! Yeah, I have about as much connection to Sadia as I do these things here. Even though she's an NPC we technically know, I haven't seen her in the past 6 hours or something because we've been in the desert just screwing around. So... Impact kinda lost. Anyway, let's get the heck out of here.
I can't believe Saedra is gone.
Yeah, me neither.
If the old gods still exist, then hear me now. Saedra should not have died. It wasn't her time.
I like how we
But she gave her life so that the rest of us could live on. Now I put you on warning, you gods who abandoned Tyria so long ago. When my time comes, and I arrive in the mists, I best not find that she's been mistreated. Or as Balthazar as my witness, I will make all of you pay!
a lot more dwarfs than there was
To
at
the end of us all.
at the ship. Okay.
Now we settle our account with the Mersat. For every drop of our blood they have spilled, we will take 2 from them.
I'm not sure if they have blood, but I get the sentiment. I mean, I guess Sadia is an important character. Like, she is the main Shining Blade person we've interacted with, but it's like it's been a while since we've interacted with her, kind of thing. And so the impact, I don't know, it's kind of out there. Ooh, anything interesting on these? I don't think so. Nope. Alright, now we're in the Iron Mines of Moldane. Iron Mines of Moldane, jeez. Which is the next mission. However, that is going to be the end of today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you have a great day. I'll see you in the next one. Come drop by on Twitch if you wanted to say hi. Live most nights. Yeah. We'll see you.